it's Agency Unknown again, and it's Gray Raven, and along with my buddy Neon, and we're back for another Reddit story. Yeah, when we did the last one, we were really roasting it. Good news is we're not going to do another, parter episode. We're going to be doing this one, and this is going to be one episode. Alright, so here we go. This comes from Am I the Asshole subreddit by Tasty Slide 411. Alright, am I the asshole for banning my mom's boyfriend from my life after what he did at my granddad's funeral? Give me a little more context there a little bit. Yeah, I mean, kind of hard to say exactly. I mean, there could be a lot of things that could have happened during that time, so you got to be kind of a little bit more detailed for us, but we'll find out in a minute. Yeah, so let's see what happens. All right. So my mom, 56, has been dating a man, Adam, for 5 years. I'm 28, female. They met online during COVID and said I love you within 3 weeks before they even met in person. Okay, that's a little fast there.
Yeah.
But okay. But I mean, do you, man? Okay, you do you. Anyways, so let me see. At the time, we just got out of a 20+ year abusive home situation. Our mom didn't protect us. We got us all out. We encouraged her today to stop her going back to dad, but the intensity of the relationship raised red flags. So, okay, so they were in a bad situation, it sounds like. So now they got to get back. They need to fix that a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, well, what relationship are they fixing though?
Well, they're probably wondering, they thought she would need to go to somebody else so that way they don't go back to their dad.
True.
But now I'm thinking, they need to fix their relationship with her, because I have a feeling the way she's describing just by the title alone, the boyfriend's actually probably a major red flag himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so anyways, so Adam is in his late 50s, never married, supposedly has a good job, but nothing to show for it. I suspect he gambles. He watches every sport, every team obsessively. He lives in England, we live in Ireland. So, no, that's not always the case. Somebody gambles and because they watch every game. That isn't always the case. Just some people like sports. So anyways, there have always been red flags. So digs about my mom's aging, calling her decisions our decisions, but keeping his private. Okay. He makes no effort with family and isolates her. I think he's using her and possibly planning to freeload off her divorce settlement. Okay, I don't like him already.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. The final straw was him watching football on his phone for 15+ minutes at my granddad's funeral. I waited a few weeks to tell my mom. When I did, he denied it. She believed him over me. Okay, so he was watching a game.
Okay, yeah.
During the funeral.
Okay, I get that. Okay, I'm not gonna say that he's out of the woods, but let's be real. Funerals can be kind of boring.
I know, but
especially if they're not your relatives.
Yeah, but I think it's still a little bit rude to do that.
It is rude, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes, I mean, yeah, I'll admit, I'm on my phone sometimes at funerals because it's boring as heck.
I only do that when I'm checking, I think I got a text or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean.
Anyways, shall we continue?
Sure.
All right. Things got tense. My sister, 22F, and I ended up in family therapy without him and agreed to one last conversation without him. We told our mom if it went badly, she could keep seeing him, but she had to stop trying to evolve us. It was a big deal. We were anxious and triggered by having to confront a man about his behavior given our past. Okay, yeah, so they are still recovering a little bit from So, and let me see, how many years they've been dating? 5 years. So, yeah, it's not easy to get over such a situation they were in. So, it's kind of one of those things. Sometimes it sticks with you for the rest of your life. You can't really get rid of it.
Yeah.
All you can do is find ways to manage it. That's all you can do with this. Yeah. That's why I feel bad about her. But yeah, he's definitely an asshole. Not the OP, Adam. The conversation was awful. He said, we'll agree to disagree. Then a minute he glanced at his phone, then finally admitted to watching the match. Still no apology. So, but here's the thing. He tried to lie about it.
Yeah.
That's where I have a problem with. He can watch the game. I don't care. But did he have to lie about it?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's no reason, okay? But I don't think she needs to go no contact with him because of that particular situation, but just by his behavior alone, what I'm seeing so far. Since then, 6 months ago, so that was all that we just talked about was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
We've had no contact with him. I have told him I don't want to speak to him again. Now my mom is saying we need to fix things and come for dinner to sort it out. She gets upset when we say no. They wanted to fix things. He was being an asshole. So no, you're not there. If anyone needs to go talk to fix things, it's him.
Right.
Yeah, problem is mama is too in love. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful of dating. You got to make sure they don't make you become brainless, stupidity,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm exhausted. I can't control who she dates, but I won't be around him. It's stressful, triggering, and upsetting. Some people say we're being overly sensitive due to PTSD, but honestly, we're too tolerant. We survived years of abuse. If we were fragile, we would have been broken. We didn't. Yeah, that's respectable, Kopi. You got my respect for that. You survived that. Respect, right?
Yeah.
Especially when and they had to deal with that probably for years and years and years.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they're coming out, sounds like good people.
Mm-hmm.
That's respect. That's respect in my book. Anyways, now I'm getting married next year, and I'm already heartbroken because my dad won't walk me down the aisle. Not because he's gone, but because of what he did to us. Yeah, piece of shits like that don't deserve that kind of honor.
No, they don't.
No, if anything, they deserve to burn in hell. They can walk down the aisle towards hell. Anyways, that's something I had to grieve. But now it feels like another man in my mom's life is going to ruin another major moment. My graduation, birthdays, those were all made miserable by my dad. Now it feels like my wedding could possibly be overshadowed by another man she's putting first. I just don't understand how it was unreasonable to want my wedding day to be about me for once, not about managing someone else's boyfriend. My mom clearly thinks I'm the problem, that I'm being difficult and dramatic because of our past. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like I'm the asshole, but deep down, I don't think I am. I just feel like one for standing my ground, NTA for drawing this boundary and saying I don't want to spend Christmas or my wedding with this man. What do you think so far?
I mean, personally, I just think it's a little bit of an overreaction.
To go into contact with this guy?
Yeah, for one mistake.
Well, I don't think it's a one mistake though, because what I've been noticing so far, it seems like, here's the thing. He already lied about what he was doing before, right? And it only took, and instead of apologizing for lying about it, he didn't do that. Like, dude, it's honest. You couldn't, but at the same time, if you're checking your phone for like text or something, fine. But watching a football game, that's a little bit no, not for me at least.
See, I get that, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, you caught him in a lie. Yeah, he was watching you during a funeral.
Yeah,
but compared to what your dad did, that's nothing.
Yeah, I know, but let me see what was there. There was also problems I was also noticing. Apparently, he, like I said, he kept denying it, and also they kept trying to say he was the problem when in reality they kept saying he was saying that they were the problem when in reality they weren't the problem. It's him. He's not apologizing for what he did. I mean, I don't think it's the issue of like, you know what I mean, about the sport, what he was doing at the funeral. I think it's more the lying part is the problem.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's for me at least would be the problem. But I don't like how mom is saying we need to fix things as if the kids did something wrong.
Right.
When in reality, he could have just at least told the truth, said, yes, I did.
Right.
Had he done it in the beginning, wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But it sounds like, but according to what I'm reading, it's also he's been making subtle digs at the mom too, about her age, which they're about close to the same age in their 50s. So I don't know what his deal is.
Right.
Calling like their decisions that she makes as his decisions, but when he doesn't give a decision. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't give any input. And he says he has a good job, but he has nothing to show for it. Well, that's kind of hard to say about jobs these days, because sometimes for some people, somebody could have a good job, but to some people, it doesn't show good to them anyway.
Now, when the OP says nothing to show for it, what does she mean? A house and a car?
I don't know.
What does she mean?
I don't know. It could be that, but that's what I'm wondering, because usually that's what it sometimes means.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm going to go right on to the edit. All right. See what we got going on here. So far, I don't think she's fully an asshole, but
No, I think, yeah, the guy's an asshole for doing what he's doing, acting the way he's acting, but at the same time, it's like, it's a little bit of an overreaction.
Yeah, but
in my opinion.
Yeah, but he's also not making efforts with the family. Like, he's trying to isolate mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one other thing. Anyways, let's see if there's more in the edits that might give us an idea.
Yeah.
Edit. My mom will definitely come to my wedding. We're actually really close and get on so well apart from this drama, which is why it's even more hurtful. When it's not about men, we really have a good relationship. It does feel more like a sister relationship. She's honestly not a bad person. She's a great mom in a lot of ways. She just makes really bad decision with men's that make it look that way. Let's be honest, there's a lot of pieces of shit out there. So that's what you got to be careful of. But there are some good men out there, ladies. There are some good men out there. Yep, you just got to know what you're looking for. Okay. But yeah, I mean, the mom didn't protect the kids from the father all these years until they finally got out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Usually relationships, it's kind of hard to protect your kids in that kind of situation. I'm not defending her by any means, but I mean, it's kind of hard to fight that sometimes. Where the people think sometimes because you're so used to it, you're too afraid to do anything about it. That's the problem. But anyways, let's keep going. My little sister has supported me and been there for me through everything. She's who will walk me down the aisle. We've been through everything together. It's only right. Well, that's a good compromise. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so let's have her go down the aisle a little bit. All right. Let's see what else. Keep going. Further edit. Okay. I have said to her about going no contact if she continues to force him on us, and she feels like this is me forcing her to break up with him and not letting her make her own decisions. No. She's asking you to not bring him when it's just you guys.
Yeah.
That's all. That's not forcing you to break up. You're a grown adult. You do you at this point.
I agree.
Yeah. But this is not you trying to isolate. This is not trying to get you to break up. And not letting her make her own decisions. Well, so far you haven't been making good decision with men.
Right.
Yeah, anyways, I'm being a little mean there. I'm not going to be too much. She doesn't sound like a bad mom. She just doesn't have the good best judgments, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edit 3. Okay. Since around March 2024, I refuse to be anywhere near him. I don't go to her house when he's over. I don't even pick up the phone if she rings when they're together, as she tried to force me to speak to him on my birthday before. At Christmas, I said either I go to the family Christmas dinner or he does. There was a lot of tears and tantrums from her, but I held my ground. It's harder for my sister because she lives with my mom, but she refuses to enter a room he is in. If he follows her into a room, she leaves, and she trusts. Okay, I'm guessing this is kind of where Irish accent comes in a little bit. So let me see what it's really saying again. Okay, trust. Let me see. She trusts to stay away from the house as much as, so she must be really trying, really, actually. If mom talks about Adam, I pretend she didn't say anything and continue on with the conversation as if that sentence hasn't happened, or walking away. This is what my mom thinks is harsh. He somehow appears in every conversation, even when it's pointless to include him. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, yeah, it's good for standing your ground, but I must not have heard this part of the story, so I apologize if you said this or not. But did they even really get to know him?
I think they did, but the problem is, I think he was being an asshole in general the whole time.
Okay.
Because the way he's describing in the beginning, it sounds like he was a big red flag right in the beginning. So it's hard to say, but yeah, I get some people like to watch a lot of sports. My dad likes to watch a lot of sports, but he does do like a little gambling, but it's only, he doesn't do it excessively though.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, but the fact that he is trying to isolate mom, but the fact that, I don't know, that he doesn't live with her, I don't know how he isolates her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless they do live together, but it's more like he's gone somewhere for a bit. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a lot of details. And this was the most recent one, so that post, so I'm trying to see if I can get more details. But from what I'm guessing, I don't think she's an asshole, because if everything she says is true, right? Then she's not the asshole. She's setting a firm boundary, which is healthy sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, not the asshole. She just needs to kind of set those firm boundaries when it calls for it.
Yeah, I personally believe, I think the mom needs to take the hint.
Yeah.
And be like, well, maybe my daughters don't like this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you gonna say she should break up with him, or just kind of respect the boundary?
I would say respect the boundary, but at the same time, you know, if you do have a tight bond with your daughters, and they don't even want to be around the guy, that's a problem.
Yeah, like I said, I think it depends on, because like I said, we got her side of things. We don't have his side, the mom, or his side of things. But
yeah,
if he's willing to lie just over a little comment about like him watching a football game during a funeral,
yeah,
I mean,
on,
what
man.
else is he could be hiding?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna like what he has to say anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with the OP here. Like, yeah, I mean, did it initially start off me thinking that it was an overreaction? Yeah.
Yep.
Because of all the shit that they went through.
Mhm.
But it's like, you know, maybe she's onto something here.
Okay. You think he's gambling?
Like, I don't know if it's gambling or what, but like, if the dude is just one big walking, you know, vibe check.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So yeah, I would say no to that. To me, I'm a little bit careful. I try to be careful who I date.
Yeah.
Like I try to be smart about like it. Like I have my standards.
Yeah.
Like for me, one of the things I believe in, I never pay on the first date. If I'm not worth my time with her, she's not worth my time. Let's be friendly with that. If she likes to be around me, she wants to see how things go. She'll pay for her own stuff. I'll pay for my stuff, and we'll move. That's personally how I believe. But
Yeah.
I'm not. But if she didn't go in expecting that, hey, I didn't know I was paying, I'll pay for her.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. At least be that nice guy still.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my standard is that. Anyways, so yeah, for me personally, I don't think she's the asshole, because like, I mean, she knows what a bad guy sounds like, because pretty much it sounds like she lived with it her whole life.
Yeah.
She probably has a good radar when it comes to it.
Yeah.
Or it could be an overreaction, but from what I'm reading so far, and like you said, you started off over thinking she was overreacting, but as you're reading it now,
Yeah.
you're starting to think, yeah, maybe she's not overreacting. Something's up.
Yeah, and even she said it's like maybe it's PTSD, maybe it's not.
So at least she's being honest about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think she's the asshole at all. I think she, instead of being mad about what he was doing during the funeral, be more mad at the fact that he was lying about what he did.
Yeah.
Like he tried to deny that he did it. Like, dude, it's not even that big of a deal.
Right? Come on, man.
You don't need to lie about it. Man. What do you guys think in the comments? Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys noticed something that we didn't, please let us know and we'll be happy to hear what you got to say. And let's see what some of the comments says. Let's be sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say some of their names just to protect their privacy. Okay. Some people are pointing out like here, some people are like this. All right. Let me read this guy for a sec. Well, here's one guy saying this. Why just him? Your mom is the one allowing him to be a part of your lives. She didn't protect you before before. Why will she now? Her getting shagged is more important to her than you and your siblings' mental health. Let that sink in, not the asshole.
Yeah, I guess the mom kind of is a little bit on the dumb side.
Well, if somebody was abusing my kids, I'm not letting it go. I'm going.
Yeah.
Well, I can't technically hit women. I know the joke.
Yeah.
Equal rights, equal fights. I was
Yeah.
just raised better than that. So you know what I just simply do?
What?
Option B.
What is that?
Hey, my or favorite sister-in-law.
Right,
And just let them go.
right, exactly.
Yeah, easy. Like, just bring a woman that you have in your life and just say something like, favorite sister-in-law, I choose you. Something stupid like that. But yeah, I agree with that comment right there about that. So let me see. Yeah, but people are really going out. Like, here, let me say. There's one guy that is saying, being a victim doesn't replace being a parent. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. That's a good statement right there.
I agree.
Okay, here we go. This one's got a good one. Not the asshole. Harsh truth? The real problem here is your mother. She stayed in an abusive relationship that it sounds like it will wound up falling on you and your siblings to solve. Now she brought this new guy around who's causing issues, and she's again putting her romantic relationship above her kids. She's got issues with men, and she's never going to put you first. I think you honestly need to reconcile with the truth and consider if you actually want her and any extended family agreeing with her at your wedding. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, there's more to it. What is gonna cause you more anxiety? Heartache in the long run. Having your mother at your wedding and her potentially making a scene and cause issues, potentially involving her boyfriend or uninviting her, and maybe feeling sad she isn't there, but having a drama-free day. Good luck with that decision. I think I would I don't know. For me, I would hire security at least.
Yeah.
Like, I would have still invite her and just have security on standby, ready to kick her out if needed. And also, I get the weird feeling that she might bring the boyfriend over to the wedding. So, yeah, hire secure. But yeah, I will admit, probably the mom is not the best person in the world. But yeah, she needs to kind of step up a little bit now and become a mom. But
I agree.
like I said, I don't know the full story. We got only OP side, but so far from overreading, we're too much on Team OP right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team OP for the win.
Yeah, it just sounds like the mom doesn't understand what she's doing.
Nah, it sounds like, I don't know whether this was like, she's always been like that, or this is like maybe somehow descended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. This was like an ancestry, like passed down thing. I don't know. So from what I'm thinking is, I'd say not the asshole. We're going to agree with that. All right, so that's it, everybody. That's another Reddit story by Gray Raven, an agent, and my good buddy Neon. And right now we do have a gaming channel. Recently, we have played the Cars Fears the Fathoms. So please come and check it out. Let us know what you guys think of it. Yep, so what do you guys say about that gaming, about the Fears the Fathom, Neon?
Like, what I gotta say about it?
Yeah, when you played it.
Prepare to be screwed with, like, your mind.
Yeah, big time. It was screwing us. And I also, yeah, what we do is we solo. We did two different solos between each of us. Yeah, I did my solo in the woods in a rundown motel. Neon did one where he was home alone. Trust me, I'm not going to spoil too much of it. You guys got to come and watch it yourself when it's out. All right. I want to say thank you guys. Like and comment. Let us know how we're doing, and let's know how we can improve things for ourselves. Thank you, and have a good day, and stay out of trouble. Otherwise, the agency will get you. Thank you. Have a good day.